Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hemashailaabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninaamagraganyam Sakalagunanidhanam Vanaranamadhisham Raghupati Priyabhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priyabhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahiteratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvaristhaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm welcome to the last session of this series. In this series, the major focus was on understanding the humility of Bhagavan Acharya Santa Tulsidas Ji. And yesterday and day before yesterday we saw how Santa Tulsidas Ji, one of the greatest Mahatmas of the times, offers his salutations not only to the good but also to the evil. What more we require to note the humility of the great people. Vidya dadati vinayam. These people actually live those statements. They become the role models for you and me to understand how humble we can be, how simple we can be. And we also found goodness always takes us to higher planes in our life, while the evil will take us far away from happiness itself. Goodness will definitely bring happiness, and evil will definitely bring sorrow. It is wrong to say, Swamiji, in this modern life, to be good is not very much accepted. Why? They will make you a doormat. You don't have to become a doormat to be good. Please remember this always. You don't have to become doormat to be good. You can be good and you can be firmly good. It is possible. And we don't have to worry about what other people talk about us. We have no business. We cannot command them. We need to be clear about ourselves. We need to be clear about our goodness and just stay put. And whenever we stay put with our goodness, Bhagavan will always support us. Bhagavan will always help us. And that is more than sufficient. Why do we require other people for that? We be good, we become a role model. If we are evil, we become rolling stones. Therefore, role model for the next generation to become good. Rather, why become good? Because not that everybody is good. So we become a role model. Role model to whom? To those people who want to become good, who can follow the path of dharma. We should be the role models. Therefore, these Mahatmas are those people who inspire the lot, who inspire the next generations to come, to be good. Not because of something, but in spite of everything, remain good. Is what they teach us. Now the last section of this portion, dohas, where Acharya writes 4 dohas. Very beautiful dohas. We will read them first and then analyze. Graha bhesha jala pavana pata pai kujoga sujoga hohi kubastu subastu jaga lakahil sulachana loga sama prakasatama pakhaduhu nama beda vidhikinha sasi soshaka poshaka samujhi jagajasa apajasa dinha jada chetana jagajiva jata sakala ramamaya jani bandau sabke pad kamala sada jori jugapani devadanu janar nag khaga preta pitara gandharva bandau kinnara rajani chara कृपा करऊं अब सर्व सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। Tulsidas ji says, I bow down to everybody. Anybody for that matter. And he says, the good or the evil, point number 1, they are independently clear in its understanding. Good and evil. The second point in our thought is, the good may also be evil at times, and the evil may also be good at times. So, there is a possibility of interchange with reference to people, with reference to time, with reference to situation. etc. There are a lot of standpoints, isn't it? And it is very subjective and relative. We have seen with examples. And sometimes good appears not to be right in certain situations. Evil appears to be a convenient aspect at that particular time. And very many times, this is very interesting, the wrong appears to be right for a better future, and the right appears to be wrong at a particular period of time. Thus we find there is a whole lot of relativity. And some of the relativities now in these dohas Acharya gives. We will see that. Graha, the first word graha represents the constellations, Navagraha. We also have that very beautiful Navagraha Stotra. Adityaya cha, Somaya, Mangalaya Budhaya cha, Guru Shukra Shani Bhyascha, Rahave Ketave Namaha. This is one shloka which we all chant, isn't it? All the 9 constellations come together. Now, with reference to these constellations, Graha, whenever a child takes birth, immediately they write that Jataka, where there are 9 boxes with a center box, bigger box. And in that 9 box, at that particular time, which graha stays where? Sometimes they are empty in certain box and they come together in certain boxes also. We know about that, this one. Astrology is a very, very big science by itself. Very many people don't believe in astrology. Some people are completely into it. Now, astrology is a science. It does give certain indications, I may say, carefully. I would not agree that it is 100% correct. I would not agree it is 100% wrong. It is a science by itself. It is based upon certain calculations. And people who have studied properly make some calculations, and most of the calculations, if predicted properly, comes true. Yes. We have to accept. 2, the study of those positions of the constellations many times guide us to act in a certain way. Like for example, Shani Bhagavan's placement, Rahu Ketu's placements. Sometimes if it appears bad, then the person who reads will tell the particular person. If they are very baby and all, the child cannot do anything, but the parents can take to do that. Or if the child is grown up, then the child also can take up. If it is not very good during that period of time, they will say, you please make him chant this particular shloka. The whoever reads the Jataka will say. Now, the one who reads the Jataka, when he says chant the shloka, why is that at that particular period of time, there are certain evil happenings. At that time, to protect oneself, protect the mind, keep the mind in tune with Bhagavan, so that the effect of the evil can be low, can be small, will not be that effective. Because Bhagavan's Nama always is a protection. Please understand this very clearly. Bhagavan Nama is always protective. Nama smaranat anya upayam nahi pashyamo bhavatarane. Ram Hare, Ram Hare. All the time the one who takes Rama Nama or any Ishtadevata Nama will be protected by Bhagavan. Even though there are ill effects, it will not be effective. It might bring a marginal effect, yes, but it will not be that effective. Therefore, one has to go through that. However, the graha plays a vital role. The constellations, placement of constellations plays a vital role, yes. We can reduce the effect to affect our mind. Externally, we may not be able to affect much. Like for example, the certain situations will erupt certain tsunami or floods or something like that. You and I cannot stop all that. But definitely we can keep our mind calm and quiet without getting disturbed by taking Bhagavan Nama. Very important. And not only that, please note, all these are basically to handle our mind. Very important, please. All these are to handle our mind. Therefore, when our mind is constantly attuned to Him, that mind will not have time for other evil activity or evil thinking. We know that statement, idle mind is a devil's workshop. Therefore, keep the mind constantly engaged. While you are working, put full attention, keep full attention in your work. Give your 100% to your work. As soon as the work is over, take to Rama Japa or any Nama Japa, so that idle mind will not have an effect in the mind, because it is occupied with what? Bhagavan Nama. Think. Graha. Bheshaja. Bheshaja means medicines. Medicines also bring goodness, and sometimes wrong medicines can bring evil. Isn't it? The list is given here to indicate that anything can be good or bad according to the right prescription and right, dosage. Medicines. Then come Jala, water. Water can be good, water also can be very bad. Like for example, a clean water is very good when we drink. The same water which is kept in one for about 10 days would have developed lot of germs. You cannot drink that water. Isn't it? Water only. At the same time, clean water is good for my health, dirty water is not good for my health. Isn't it? Ganga Jala, wherever the water Ganga Jala is purer, from there when you bring water, it is Pavani Ganga, Pavitra Pavani Ganga. It is very good. At the same time, when there are always people who add lot of dirt to it, people themselves go and take bath, so much of dirt also goes. However, if my mind is very pure, the dirt in the water cannot affect me. See the difference. Why? Mind stable. Water. Pavana, wind. Wind, when it is in full speed, it is called a storm. Cyclone. It can uproot trees, it can uproot buildings, it can kill hundreds and thousands of people. We have heard of the most known tsunami in Japan, which killed thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people, or maybe lakh also. Is it not? Why? We in Bharat also have faced tsunami. Isn't it? Through the Indonesia side we face tsunami. Wind, cyclone. All these can be very, very disastrous. At the same time, a beautiful evening breeze can be so beautiful. Isn't it? When we keep our doors open in the evening, and when there's a beautiful breeze coming in, we feel so wonderful. We would like to leave all our work and just go and stand outside, only to enjoy the breeze. Go to the terrace. And it is so beautiful, so inspiring, so rejuvenating. It brings so much of life into our thinking, into our mind, to our heart. Isn't it? At that time, you don't feel like having any other thought. Just enjoy that breeze. So, wind can be beautiful and wind can be disastrous. Pata means cloth. Cloth also has its own good and bad. See, cloth, whatever the cloth, however it is, very good quality cloth we can use for everything, but torn cloth, dirty cloth, for those for cleaning, that way also is there. And now there are another two types, let us say. Very many times in temples, for example, in more especially in Devi temples, people go and give saris to Devi. So they wear the sari or just keep it at the feet or whatever for, let us say your daughter is getting married. So that means muhurta sari. You go keep it at her feet. It becomes prasada. It becomes divine. And with that, I wear this, not I mean to say, the girl who is getting married wears the sari and then sits in the mantapa, then it has its beautiful value. It has its beautiful feeling. Otherwise, a kapada is put on a dead body and then it is given. It is ashubha, amangala, isn't it? Nobody would wear. In fact, nobody would also want to take it in their hand. Kapada is kapada. Cloth is cloth. But then it has its own value, where it is, how it is being used. Pata. Pai kujoga suyoga. It proves to be good or bad based on its associations. Think all this we see. Hohi kubastu subastu jaga. In this world, jaga, kubastu subastu, a vastu becomes good or bad, lakhai sulachana loga, according to the person who endows it. Isn't it? Very, very important. It all depends on our vision. Now see, for one example I will tell you. In another city, a cloth was put on a dead body, it was given to somebody, and that somebody brought it at home and kept. That one person will know that it was put on a dead body. But the Kamwali or somebody who brings, oh, it is nice. You take it, she takes it. She doesn't know that it was put on a dead body. For her, it is a cloth. So it all depends on our vision. Think, our insight. It is we who define a particular thing as good or bad according to our understanding. Nothing becomes good or bad on its own. It is my understanding, my insight, my vision and my branding. We call something as good or bad, or even somebody as good or bad. It is my branding, please. When it comes to people, yes, they may have done something wrong which was very clear, therefore I brand them bad. But even then, it is me who is branding him bad. Everybody cannot be always good, everybody cannot be always bad. One incident, one activity we see and then we label the person. It need not be that way. See, so good and bad is in my inside. Samaprakasatamapakhduhu namabheda vidhikinha. Now here very beautiful, it says, Samaprakasa, the moon, there are two fortnights. One Shukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. One is the bright side of the moon and the other is the dark side of the moon. Moon is the same, please. Moon doesn't have a dark side or light side. Moon's brightness is the same. And the darkness is also the same. Think, darkness independently is darkness. Moon independently is moon. Moon has no change, darkness has no change. But the movement of the moon, and when it comes in between the earth, second day, third day, we say, Bhagavan Shivaji has the second day crescent moon on his head. Our understanding, our outlook, is it not? Moon is moon all the time. Its brightness is its brightness all the time. Darkness is darkness all the time. It will not change. Darkness will not change. Light of the moon will not change. Nama bheda bidikinha. It is we who have given two different names, Shukla Paksha, Krishna Paksha. We have given the name. Nama bheda, it's only the difference in Nama. Sasi Soshaka. Sasi means again moon. Soshaka Poshaka Samuji Jaga Jasa Apajasa Dinha. Knowing one is the nourisher and the other is thin. Thin means it is not non-nourisher or something. One is giving full joy. The moon, full moon brings so much of joy. It nourishes the mind with a beautiful, experience. The other one is a small, thin moon that also gives us joy. We can't say it does not give joy. World calls it good or bad. Ammavasya, there are some people who call Ammavasya is not very right time to start Swamiji. But you go down south in Tamil Nadu, etc. Ammavasya is a Shubhadina. Many companies are inaugurated. Many institutions are inaugurated. Some temples are also inaugurated on Ammavasya day. Anything which we have to begin, we start on Ammavasya day. Why? Because the moon from there grows. So the company or all the institution will also grow. This is one understanding. In another side, you will find Ammavasya is a very horrible day. Don't do anything on that day. Think. It is all our mind only. Interestingly, Grahana is supposed to be a bad time. That time we are not supposed to do anything. We have to sit and take the name of the Lord, etc., etc. Isn't it? You know something? Mahashivaratri. Actually speaking, Mahashivaratri is not at all a good day. We celebrate it as a great festival. But factually speaking, Mahashivaratri actually is a very bad day. To stop the evil effects on us, the whole night we have to sit and chant the name of Bhagavan Shiva. That is the purpose of Mahashivaratri, Jagrana. And that time, just to be awake is not the point. The point is mind should be engaged in good things. People play cards. People bring some 2-3 movies and then play it. Why Jagrana? Just being awake is wasteful. You can sleep instead. The purpose is you must be in the thought of the Lord, with the company of the Lord, in tune with the Lord, so that the ill effects will not come near you, or even if it comes, its effects will not be effective. That is the purpose of Mahashivaratri. So, all are nothing but me giving a value to it. If I give a good value, it will bring good only. If I give a wrong value, it will affect me. It is all our inside. Jada Chetana Jaga Jiva Jata Sakala Ramamaya Jani. Please understand, Sakala, everything is nothing but Ramamaya. Everything is pervaded by Antar Bahischa Tatsarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Antar Bahischa Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthitaha. Bhagavan is pervaded. Jada Chetana. Jada inert. Chetana, sentient matters. Jagajiva, the whole jiva, the complete jiva rashi, the complete jagat, sakala ramamaya jani. Therefore he says, bandau sabke padakamala. I offer my salutations to everything at their feet. Padakamala, to their lotus feet. Sada jori jugapani. Sarvada, I fold my both the hands, and then with humility, I offer my salutations at their feet. To whose feet? When you ask, here he lists Devadanu Janara Naga Khaga Preta Pitara Gandharva. Deva, gods, celestial beings, Devatas. Danuja, demons, Rakshasas. Nara, human being. Naga, snakes. Khaga, those which fly in the air. Preta, departed spirits. Pitara, the ancestors, world of ancestors. Gandharva, celestial artists. In the celestial being, there are artists, singers and musicians, etc. Bandavam Kinnara Rajanichara. Bandavam, I also salute Kinnaras. Gandharva, Kinnara, Rajanichara. People who move in the night. Rajani, night. Chara, movement. Rajani, chara. Generally, Rakshasas move at night. Kripa karahu absarba. May all of them please bless me. Why is he asking? He is first surrendering at the feet of everything and being, so that all of them bless. You know, blessing is also an art. We will see it some other time, especially during Sundarakanda. When Sitaji blesses Hanumanji, we will discuss about what is blessing, how it should be done. With wholeheartedness, everybody should bless. Kripa karahu absarva. Let everything, every being bless me, so that I am able to bring the glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, glory of Mata Sitaji, glory of Lakshmanji and Hanumanji to the whole world, and make them understand how wonderful it is to be at the feet of the great Mahadevatas. With this thought, we conclude this series. Again, it is a great joy to talk on Ramayana, and I am very happy that this wonderful knowledge has really brought me a lot of transformation in me myself. However, I thank all of you who have been supporting us in all ways, physically, emotionally, intellectually, and of course financially, which is taking care of our ashram, maintenance of the ashram. I thank all of you and invoke Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji's blessings on all of you. We will meet again next month on the 1st. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We will now start with Nam Sankirtan for 2-3 minutes. Please be with us on this Nam Sankirtan, and then we will meet next month.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।